Welcome to 50 Nights of Fright. I am Tommy, joined
by Zach.
Today we are talking about The Hills
Have Eyes.
Wes Craven, one of his early hits. What did you think of it?
Man, so first of all, early Wes Craven is also Rob Zombie. 100%. Like the feel of the movies is 100% a Rob Zombie thing, and I love everything he does. I'm probably one of the few that loves everything he does. So the vibe and everything really hits on this movie. Also, maybe it's because it's 70s and stuff and set in a desert, but I get Mad Max vibes.
Yeah, I can see
from
that,
it.
yeah.
You got mutated folks and desert, car trouble, so it centers around some kind of a car thing. And also, poor dude. The poor dude they got to act. I mean, he's not offended by it, but like, I don't know. I always think every time I watch this movie, I'm like, man, that's had to be a little offensive for him to come in and like throw an audition in and then be like, I want you to be the mutant.
Yeah, you look weird.
you to be fair though, it's a common thing in horror movies. You get a lot of not normal looking folks in those roles.
Oh, dating all the way back to the 20s and 30s with films like Freaks.
Yeah.
That definitely plays a part in it.
Yeah.
Overall, this movie, the biggest theme about it is it's about family.
It really is about family.
So, what did you think or feel while watching it? Had you seen this version of The Hills Have Eyes before?
Oh yeah. I have seen this version of Hills Have Eyes a couple times. To be fair, I think my first experience with it was the 2006 remake. Also felt very Rob Zombie-esque.
Yeah.
Was not Rob Zombie. I will be honest with you. I thought it was for a long time.
Yeah.
But there are certain pacing and stuff like that with the remake. I realized it's different than the original and different than Rob Zombie. I had a great time with it. This is also when you get, what is it called, Grindhouse or whatever, when you get you're getting into like gorier kind of horror around this time where they could get away with a lot more. I know they cut some stuff.
Bordering on like X-rated. They had to trim some of them more.
Yeah. I know like there's a gun held to a baby, and I know that was one of the scenes they had to cut was there was a more explicit version of the gun held to the baby and whatnot. And it's a fun movie. It's a good movie.
It's an experience.
Truly is a family experience.
Yes, absolutely. Does this make you feel uneasy whenever you're driving on back roads, possibly having car trouble, or
I grew up on them, so not necessarily, but yeah, it gives you that vibe where it's like I don't want to drive into a desert for sure. Certain parts of Texas, I'd rather avoid because of this and then Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But yeah, did you know this is based on a Swedish dude?
Really?
Yeah, everyone thinks it's based on something that actually happened in New Mexico or something. This is actually based on some dude's 16th century. It's a Swedish family of cannibals in the 16th century, loosely based on it.
Okay.
So that's where like the rumor of it being based on a true story comes from.
Okay.
A lot of people got it mixed up with some stuff that happened in Texas and New Mexico, which I'm sure part of it is based on like Ed Gein and stuff.
Yeah. Anytime you have like a weird family type thing, of course, like in Texas Chainsaw, it was that, and so I could definitely see how people would draw the conclusions like, oh, this is real, man.
Yeah.
It definitely gives off that kind of grimy vibe that a lot of 70s horror had.
Yeah, a lot realistic almost. Like, because, like, horror's not going to be like, oh, dude, like, vanishing and appearing in front of me. And, like, in real life, a family's trying to kill you or whatever, it's going to be like this.
Yeah.
This is this or Texas Chainsaw. But I would almost say this is still feels more realistic than Texas Chainsaw.
All right, now, on a scale of, say, 1 to 10.
Okay.
What type of rating are we giving The Hills Have Eyes to?
I'll put it at a 6.
Okay.
I enjoy Hills Have Eyes, and I guess I like more of the gorier, realistic, grimy, dirty, kind of trailer park trash horror.
Rob Zombie all the way.
Yeah.
Does The Hills Have Eyes belong on a list like this? Does it deserve to be recognized in the annals of horror?
Yeah, I think so. Especially Hills Have Eyes, because it was, I don't know if it was the first, but in my experience, it was one of the first and one of the big ones that I hear about when you talk about this aspect of horror, like this. Like I said, I don't know if this is Grindhouse. I forget what the actual definition of that would be, but that kind of grimy, dirty, gritty horror, gory
you feel
horror.
Dirty watching.
Yeah, and the filter they have on the camera is kind of yellowish.
Yeah.
Like a 2008 PS3 game. And so, yeah, that kind of vibe and everything. I think it deserves a spot.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us on another episode of 50 Nights of Fright. That was The Hills Have Eyes. Join us tomorrow where we are covering Suspiria.